4 people voted for the Mazda motor makeover, and only 2 people wanted me to work on the suspension on the go-kart. Honestly, I need to get both done this week, and I really wish that I could be in 2 places at once. And so I've invited my twin brother over. This is Tom. Say hi, Tom. Whatever. He's gonna go work on the Samurai. I'm gonna work on the Mazda. Without further ado, I hope you enjoyed the video. All right, see you there. All right, so here's the Mazda B2200 pickup truck that I'm going to be pulling the engine, rebuilding it, for not really any reason other than I want to rebuild it and have a fresh engine for this vehicle, because this is going to be my new daily driver. That garbage on the floor, you've seen this probably before, is all the complicated mess of carburetor stuff that went right here. We'll get into that. I did buy the carb that everybody buys and puts on their Mazda B2200 trucks and their 2600 trucks, and I'll be doing that mod in the future. But today I want to get this engine out of here, put on that orange engine stand I rebuilt the Hyundai on. Might just be silicone, but doesn't look bad, to be honest. Taking this engine out of this truck is way more satisfying than pulling the engine out of the Hyundai and rebuilding that. Reason being is because the Hyundai was, at the time, my only daily driver vehicle besides, you know, the crawler hauler, which you don't want to drive that around. It gets like 12 miles per gallon. And that's got to make a, 4-day trip. The reason this is more fun is because I don't need to have this truck running, before the weekend is over. The other thing is, there's nothing wrong with this engine other than a couple of leaks. Now the Hyundai has 182,000 miles at the time. Bugs on me. At the time it needed rebuilt because, I didn't check the oil. It got too low and it, stuck a ring. At 182,000 miles, which is ridiculous. It's consuming oil. Made me really mad. Now, rewind 36 years, because this truck is 36 years older than that Hyundai out there. And it has 250,000 miles on it, and it's still going. So I have kind of this idea that you should know the life of your engine, which on these was 250 to 300,000 miles. And then pick a time, do all the maintenance and make your engine last and behave itself really well throughout the life of the engine. And then once it gets toward the end of its life, and this kind of it's 250,000 miles, it's got leaks everywhere, rebuild it before it blows up. It's going to be way more fun because you're tearing down an engine that runs. You're not dissecting it to find some kind of huge problem that happened. You're not looking for causes of failure, as to say. It's basically just you're taking it apart and putting it back together with new parts. And so that makes this engine rebuild really, really fun. The life of the Hyundai Accent engines, in my opinion, based on all the research that I've done, and I did deep dive quite a bit to, learn about that stupid engine in that stupid car is about 120,000 miles. 36 years prior to that, Mazda's 2.2 F2 engine, found in the MX-6, 626, and these B2200 Mazda trucks, the lifespan is, pretty close to 300,000 miles. It's more than twice of, that 2015 car out there. This is carbureted, and it's like the technology is a dinosaur compared to new cars, but it's like we went backwards. We went backwards in design and technology. Granted, that'll get 40 miles to the gallon on the highway. This will get 28. Who cares? I mean, that's gonna die, and I'll go farther than this one anyway. This engine has a timing belt, but it's a non-interference engine, which means if the timing belt breaks, you can start this thing, and you're not going to bend up the valves. And I like that. Just little things like that, the simplicity of it. The only thing bad about these trucks in 1990 was that they came with all that spaghetti on this side, trying to get the electronic carburetor to be EPA compliant, and basically it was really, really good, and then it was really, really bad because the sun cooked everything. You basically people had to replace all the vacuum lines and a bunch of the sensors, or swap it to a manual car. Pressure wash this in here. I might do an E-fan on this. Okay. And then, okay. Ooh, that clutch looks burnt. Look at that. Ooh, this side doesn't look too bad, but it is worn down to a point where it needs a new clutch. Okay, got my flywheel.